Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited to talk about my newest scent added to the collection, which is from The Maker. It's called Dream. And I do have to say, this is the perfect vanilla, enchanting, enveloping, addicting, intoxicating vanilla that you will try this year. I would say it's a masterpiece and probably the best vanilla drop this year. Let me tell you a little bit more about it, but make sure you're liking and subscribing to Musings of a Curvy Lady. Come join the family where we talk fashion, beauty, travel, all the things. But back to the perfume. Now, The Maker, what's so incredible and special about this fragrance house is the design process. The design process, the perfume process starts way before and probably not in a place where you would think. So what makes the fragrances from The Maker really special is the way that Lev creates these scents. It starts way before putting notes together. It starts actually with the person staying at his hotel. So Lev Glassman, he is the co-founder. I believe it's him and his wife that created Fresh Beauty. And then after selling that, I think they're still on the chair for Fresh, but after that moment, they were looking for something else to inspire them. And that's when Lev decided to build the Maker Hotel. And he sourced everything on his own for years. He is such a genius for an eye for antiques and creating stories of the guests that are going to stay in these rooms. So that's really how The Maker started. This hotel was to really just draw out a particular kind of guest, one who's excited to get lost in what a world inside this hotel could create. So then Lev started thinking about what these patrons of his hotel would smell like. What's their story? What are they doing? And like, who are they staying with? So that is kind of like how he started thinking about fragrances. And now the fragrances, they just blend so well together in the story and the genesis of the Maker Hotel that it's just fun. Because fragrance sometimes kind of be boring. Everyone's doing gourmands, everybody's doing like a milk scent, everybody's doing something else, but he just does it better because the story, there's character, there's depth behind it. So with his latest scent, Dream, this is a vanilla bourbon with cinnamon butter. It also has a beautiful white floral note, magnolia, and sandalwood, which adds that creaminess and depth to the base. But this to me is enchanting. This reminds me of a fluffy cloud of vanilla, and I'm just hopscotch on beautiful vanilla clouds. That's what it's giving. And every time I jump on another cloud, I get like a little poof of cinnamon and a little bit of smokiness. It's so beautiful. And the thing about this performs like a beast mode fragrance, but it doesn't punch you in the face with the notes. It's so gentle. When I say like it's kissing you with the note, everything's blended so beautifully and it just envelops you. It's so cocoony. It really is a dream come true. And when I was seeing the branding and marketing for this fragrance, they would have like these big bowls of whipped butter and cinnamon and just decadence. And it just reminded me of my childhood where I would watch this movie on repeat. And I'm sure if you're a millennial, if you know, you know. It is called The Little Princess, Sarah Crew. She is like a baddie. She's a baddie, but she's like 8 years old. And her dad is a baddie as well. And he sends her to this school for girls before he goes off to war. And they got money, honey. They got money. And so Sarah comes to the orphanage dripping in the flyest drip, bows, florals, ruffles, all the things. And she got a dope little doll, okay? Automatically, she got ops. You know, she got haters in this orphanage. So fast forward, Sarah ends up losing her dad. Like you think he's dead. And it just like ruins her world because her papa is everything. And one thing in the movie that I just would hold on to as a kid was the imagery of when they lived in India. Now, like I said, they got money, okay? When they were living in India, she was feasting on cakes and teas and just in the latest floral ruffle ribbon drip, okay? Just think like your fantasy as like an 8-year-old little girl, like times a million. That's what it was. So they would dance and I just think about the spices and the Indian music. It was just so romantical and whimsical as a child, like watching that movie. I just remember pausing and rewatching that same scene over and over. And that's what this fragrance sends me me back to, because it's like a dreamlike, whimsical, it envelops you. And that movie, I remember it fondly, you know, it enveloped my mind. I thought about it constantly, what it would smell like, what those cakes would taste like, with the spices and the teas and everything. It was such a canon event for me. And that's what this reminds me of. It just reminds me of like the sweetness and whimsy of childhood and wonder, and being able to just run with that, like dream big, just get lost in the fantasy. And I love that Lev has been able to take all of that and make it in this beautiful little bottle, and I can spray it and use it all the time. So this retails for $175. This is a 50 ml bottle, but if this video goes up after, I'm sorry, but right now Sephora is having 20% off. So it's a really great time to get a full bottle, 20%, or if you just want to dabble in the Maker or any of the scents, you can get the travel size, and those retail, I think, at $38. Because I've been wearing this scent nonstop, I've been trying it with different layering combinations. Honestly, I think the beauty of this scent really is allowing it to be the standalone star. So when I was trying to make fragrance combos, I wanted things to truly support it and not overpower it. I wanted this to be the moment. She's a dream girl. So let me tell you about this fragrance combo that literally just, I can't stop thinking about it, and I want you to try it if you can. And I'm sure you have something similar in your collection, but if you don't, head to Sephora because they're 20% off right now. So in the shower, I always use my Lumi products first to get clean, but just to have like a moment, a whimsical, fantastical moment in the shower, I love to use like a really nice body wash. This one is from Necessaire. Now, Necessaire is basically skincare infused body washes, body lotions, and this one is their labdanum scent. So it does have a little bit of greenness because there's a fig note in here, but the labdanum and the vanilla adds that creaminess. It's just such a beautiful experience in the shower. It foams up and lathers up so nicely, and the fact that it's filled with peptides, vitamin C, niacinamide, like this is skincare. So it's such an enjoyable moment in the shower. So this is number one. Now the next thing that we're gonna do is just use the matching lotion. It's the same scent, that same green but creamy vanilla labdanum scent, and this also is infused with amazing skincare. You have peptides, vitamin C, omega-6 and omega-9, so some fatty acids. So this is really just elevating your skincare combo that night. You are using really nice products, and because I'm a sensitive skin girly, I can't just be using any kind of stuff. This is so good if you have sensitive skin. It's really just like, it's a moment, it's a moment. I love it. I love it so much. But now that we have clean, hydrated skin, we need to lock it in with an oil. And I like to use this really cheapy body oil gel from Walmart. Now it has to be this one, the Equate brand of the body oil gel. This is the Equate version of the Vaseline product, but this one from Walmart, this smells like rich cake batter. You know, when you're making a box cake and like you want to lick the spoon, that's what this smells like. And the glow that you get from this is insane. And it's under $4. So, I mean, you can't beat it. You get 200 ml, 6.8 fluid ounces. This is such a great buy. So sometimes I like to also use this to cut my lotions if I want to add more slip, but this is beautiful on its own as well. And that's it. We're gonna add the perfume at the end, like she's a star. We're not mixing her with anything layering. And I love layering perfumes, but I really just wanted her to live on her own because this is such a beautiful, gentle fragrance. It doesn't need a lot. It doesn't need a lot. And like I said, this performs like a beast mode fragrance. I got up to 8 hours of wear on my skin, over 10 hours on clothes. And I haven't washed it yet, but I'm pretty sure like even if I wash this blouse, it's going to still smell because the fragrance is just, it lingers so well. And this is gonna be something that you want people to remember you, and they're gonna smell you when you like walk in and out of rooms. It's just so enchanting and intoxicating. I can't get over it. So if you have a chance to smell this in person, I highly recommend it. You can buy it at Sephora or at The Maker, and they have so many other fragrances as well. So let me know if you want to see another review of other Maker fragrances or other layering combos. But that is all for now. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.